Howdy folks, Scott Grove here from GroovyMusicLessons.com with just a little something that I promised a few folks that I would do, and before too many people already start writing them out, we're just going to do jokes, musician jokes only. And I will not ever close the comments on this one, so it's nothing that I will be reading back at all. So just to post all the musician jokes here, and hopefully just so others can read them, find them, and enjoy them. Nothing but that. So I'll give you a few just for fun, and these are going to be the ones that most of you have heard, so this way that people aren't continually posting the same musician jokes over and over again, even though they're slightly different. You know, they pick up a little different flavor as they go from country to country, or from town to town, or from the bass player's mouth to the drummer's mouth, back to the guitar player's mouth. That's a whole different joke by the time it gets to the other end of the stage. So, of course, we all know the, and it has a million answers. If yours differs, throw it up there, the how many lead guitar players it takes to screw in a light bulb. Or, of course, that's 5. 1 to get up there and actually do it, and the 4 others to stand around pointing at it and going, oh, hey, I can do that. I can do that better than that. Let's see. How many female singers does it take to sing crazy? That's right. All of them. Every fucking girl has to sing crazy. How you know when the drum riser is level? It's when there's drool coming out of both sides of the drummer's mouth. And of course they're always the light bulb jokes. How many bass players does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. The keyboard player just does it with his left hand. Okay. Let's see. What was the other? Oh, there's just so many. How many bluegrass musicians does it take to screw in a light bulb? Well, it takes 5 once again. One up there to get up there and actually screw it in, and the other remaining 4 to stand around and bitch because it's electric. It's one of my favorites. Let's see. How come the female singer's always outside your door and knocking and screaming and stuff? Oh, it's because she can never find the key and never knows when to come in. Let's see, what else we got? What's the difference between a blues band and a moose? Well, on the moose, the horns are in front and the asshole's in the back. You'll get it, trust me, or you won't. Let's see. Oh, the old what's the definition of perfect pitch? That's right, when you can throw a banjo into the dumpster without hitting the sides. Of course, most of these you've heard, and you've heard them different. And of course, the one where the guy gets off the airplane on the tropical island, and this has been told a million different ways, so of course my way is the way it got told to me once the bass player finally heard it and told it to me, so it's going to be different. Or so this guy, he gets off, the airplane over the Bahamas, and he's checking everything out. Everything's cool and nice tropical music playing. You can hear the bongo drums and stuff off in the distance, and just everything he thought it would be, once he got over there to Atlantis, at the resort. And so he's there for a few hours, and he's noticed that even though when other music stops, the drums just keep on going. It's just so he asked one of the pool boys out there, said, man, what's the deal with the drums over here? They just never stop. Oh, pool boy says, oh, bad thing when the drums stop. Terrible thing when the drums stop. He goes, why? He goes, don't ask, just bad thing when the drums stop. But whatever. So, guy continues his day, and he goes to bed that night, and he's laying there, and still off in the distance, he hears them damn drums, and he's having a hard time, going to sleep. So he calls down and asks the front lady at the hotel desk, and, man, what's the deal? Can you tell me, I'm trying to sleep. The drums keep going. Oh, sir, don't talk about the drums. You don't want to know about the drums. He goes, well, when are they going to stop? Oh, you don't want the drums to stop. It's terrible, horrible thing. He's like, well, tell me why. I won't tell you why. Just, it's a horrible thing. He's like, okay. So he pillows up against both ears, and the next morning he wakes up and the drums are still going. He goes down the front desk in a big huff, and he's determined to find out, and because they haven't stopped. And he goes down there and asks, the next person that's working at the front desk, and says, so what's the deal with the goddamn drums already? It's like, oh, it's a bad thing. He goes, I know it's a fucking bad thing when the drums stop, and it's terrible and horrible and whatever's going to happen. I said, I'm sick of it. Says, it's just ruining my whole vacation. What fucking happens when the goddamn drums stop? He goes, well, horrible thing. He goes, I know it's a horrible thing. What is it? He goes, it's time for the bass solo. I know it's a long way for the bass solo, but to get to the bass solo joke. But anyway, so those are some examples of some horrible and typical musician jokes. So anything you can think of, just toss them down here. And again, I'm not deleting anything other than just people that are here to, what do you call them, trolls. I'll just delete them and block them, and we'll just go along and have a good time. And once again, I will never close the comments on this particular doohickey, on this particular video. So I'm sure there's other musician joke channels, and there's tons of places to find them, but hey, we can do some, and I need some new jokes anyway. I don't get to hear any new jokes, so if anything, entertain me. And also for the rest of you guys that have been checking out stuff on Reverb Nation, I've for anybody who's become a fan of mine, I've fanned you right back and checking out all the cool tunes, man. You guys got some great stuff. I love the names of some of these bands, and that'd be another thing too, is about how to find out different, come up with different band names and so forth. But I got some ideas that would be fun. And I know there's a thing online where you can spin like these two wheels, and it comes up with one name, and then it mixes another name with it, and all of a sudden that's your band name. It's just a program on, I don't know if it was Musician's Friend or where it was. I think it is, but it's kind of fun to do that, and then you end up with like Anal Spew, or whatever. But it's a cool band name generator thing. But anyway, so come up with your cool musician jokes. Just write them down here, and you guys enjoy them. Hopefully it'll catch on, and if not, at least I'll learn some new jokes. So once again, I'm me, you're you, and time to yuck it up. Okay, talk to you soon.